anybody know what the hell happened to the patriots? Lately this nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this? Ungratefulness, United States gave everything to you just to help. I just wanna celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties? I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system. I don't need your pronouns, all I see is men and women. Kids are taking pills for fun while people can't afford prescriptions. If you don't like it, go. Hate it, then don't call it home. We don't need no violence, got no time for all you radicals. Screw the status quo, we're not animals. I won't kneel for the anthem, cause the flag is what I'm standing for. In America, it's freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee.
Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags.
America, you can hate the government and still love the country. The fundamental values of America are concrete. Republicans and liberals are dumb, to put it bluntly. They're labels that they use to create chaos and corruption. You can know the history and still be proud of where you're from. Every flag around the world is covered in a little blood. We started out United States divided is what we've become. If home is where the heart is, you should show America some love. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee.
Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags.
America. Lately, USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and salt the soldiers that we're burying. I'm tired of the pissing and complaining. Why you living in America if all you do is hate it? You think it's brave to take a stand against the nation? Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say it. Dear America, what happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing, it's arrogance. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage. I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee.
Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags.
America. Does anybody know what the hell happened to the patriots? Lately this nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this? Ungratefulness, United States gave everything to you just to help. I just wanna celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties? I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. Praying that the world changes soon. Can get a doobie on a plane, but there's Uzis in our schools. Every dude who touched a boob or a booty getting me too. What you expect from the kids who went to Hooters after school? We're all triggered and defensive. We're all racist and we're sexist. We all grew up watching South Park. How are we offended? Now being fat is beautiful. Name a thing that you can't do. Jumping jacks, run a mile, live past 42. Man, it used to be cool to just flip a bird to the system, and now it's trendy to be triggered and pretend you're a victim. It's my race, it's my weight, it's because I'm a Christian. I hate the internet and anyone who has an opinion. And everybody angry if you say white. Okay, fine. Pass me the brush and I'll paint my face to the shades right. Let's talk about abortion. Sorry, tell me how this works. Bacteria is life on Mars, but a heartbeat isn't life on Earth? Weird.
Y'all so stupid. Why are y'all so stupid?
Get better problems, I swear to God that y'all want them. Y'all so dumb. People so stupid. People so dumb. People so boo-hoo, wah, wah, wah. better issues, we're gonna run out of tissues, it's so dumb.
I'm a hater cause I can't relate to gay pride. Call me homophobic because I don't wanna date guys. K-tight. I for one am not surprised the world declined along the way. Give trophies to children for losing just cause they decide to play.
We exercise our right to vote and hate the politicians. Ay, this is a democracy, it's partly your decision. Ay, this is weird, feels like this a different year. If I identify as a female, then when my balls and penis disappear.
Children want a gender switch and hating men is feminist. Depression and anxiety are trendy, we're too sensitive. Invented 80 genders, mad the world is not accepting it. Then gave them more attention than normal women and men can get.
What a contradiction, being human is so tragic. Focus on minorities, ignoring all the masses. Hallelujah everyone, activism saved the planet. No more plastic straws and paper, just paper straws wrapped in plastic. Congratulations.
Y'all so stupid, why are y'all so stupid?
Get better problems, I swear to God that y'all want them, y'all so dumb.
People so stupid, people so dumb, people so boo-hoo, wah, wah, wah.
Get better issues, we're gonna run out of tissues, it's so dumb. Look, I get it, it's like the world is going crazy. Seems like a school shooting happens almost daily. The racism, rape culture, hatred that we're facing is way too ingrained for our hashtags to change it. We've become so lazy and complacent, afraid of our generation. We think activism's Instagramming memes and complaining. It's a problem when there's actually actions you could be taking, but you're triggered so you just cry like a baby.
Y'all so stupid, why are y'all so stupid?
Get better problems, I swear to God that y'all want them, y'all so dumb.
People so stupid, people so dumb, people so boo-hoo, wah, wah, wah.
Get better issues, we're gonna run out of tissues, it's so dumb.
Praying that the world changes soon. Can get a doobie on a plane, but there's Uzis in our schools. Every dude who touched the...
They call me offensive, controversial. There's only two genders, boys and girls.
They can't cancel my message cause I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole friggin' world.
Claim that I'm racist, yeah, alright. I'm not ashamed because I'm white.
If every Caucasian's a bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist. Every liberal is right. I don't wanna talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive, but you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you, I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you, I ask myself what would Ben do. Let's just keep it real, facts, don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect.
Let's look at the stats, I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the graphs, look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You going to prison, I'm on television. Dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take some notes, I just did this for fun. All my people, download this, let's get a Billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you, I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you, I ask myself what would Ben do. Let's just keep it real, facts, don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect you. You mad, you mad, you mad. I guess it's cool to be the victim, well, I'ma be the man. You sad, you sad, you sad. You just try to get attention, being triggered's all you have. You mad, you mad, you mad. You blame everybody else for every problem that you can. You sad, you sad, you sad. I will never say I'm sorry, I ain't taking nothing back. I don't care if I offend you, I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself, what will Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect you.
Talk to folks who don't get it, go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive, but you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself, what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect.
Let's look at the stats, I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the graphs, look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You going to prison, I'm on television. Dog, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take some notes, I just did this for fun. All my people, download this, let's get a Billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself, what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect you. You mad, you mad, you mad. I guess it's cool to be the victim, well, I'ma be the man. You sad, you sad, you sad. You just try to get attention, being triggered's all you have. You mad, you mad, you mad. You blame everybody else for every problem that you can. You sad, you sad, you sad. I will never say I'm sorry, I ain't taking nothing back. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself, what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect you.
Liberal is right. I don't wanna talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive, but you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself, what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect.
Let's look at the stats, I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the graphs, look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You going to prison, I'm on television. Dog, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. And I make rap facts off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nikki, take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people, download this. Let's get a billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you, I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. Who defunded the police? Now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect you. You mad, you mad, you mad. I guess it's cool to be the victim, well, I'ma be the man. You sad, you sad, you sad. You just try to get attention, being triggered's all you have. You mad, you mad, you mad. You blame everybody else for every problem that you can. You sad, you sad, you sad. I will never say I'm sorry, I ain't taking nothing back. I don't care if I offend you, I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real, facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect you.
Liberal is right. I don't wanna talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive, but you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you, I was put here to.
You worry about leaving a better planet for our kids. How about leaving better kids for our planet? Entire generation offended at everything, getting mad that a human thinks all lives matter. We don't need black or white or left or right. What we need is common sense, we need balance. We're all in the same boat, why you trying to make holes? If they sink, we sink, this is madness. I'm offended that you're offended by me taking offense. Can't build a wall, why does your house have a fence? I believe in two genders, I'm not mad at the rest. I'm just confused when a dude has a beard and some breasts. We won't always agree, no, I don't hate all police. No, I don't think that the system's racist, I just think the system hates people. I think fighting violence with more violence is what they want. Viruses and riots, people dying, we won't stay home. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation, this is setting up a civil war.
Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who knows me knows my feet don't fit in clown shoes.
When I was a child, the only races that we hated were the ones that we ran and didn't win. Then we stopped playing with each other, started hating on each other, started noticing the color of our skin. Christians and atheists, immigrants, patriots, we love the country but we are not saving it. Wages don't raise to the rate of inflation, and half of the country hates all of the nation. It's funny that we think the world owes us something. All the phones got smart but the people so dumb. We care more about the likes on a selfie than our moms, and the only time we ever speak the truth when we're drunk. We won't always agree, no, I don't hate all police. No, your thoughts and opinions ain't facts, and they are not defining my reality. No, I think picking sides divides, it's probably what has got us here. United States is great regardless, that's what we forgot in here. Black lives matter, all lives matter. What's all this division for? It's modern segregation, this is shutting up a civil war.
Burn the circus down, cause the world is full of clowns. They're all stupid and they're proud, painted smiles on their mouths. I don't hang with bozos, homie, I can't be around you. Anyone who
How do I flip this damn camera? I'm never gonna get across this damn street. It's this late on a fucking Friday and motherfuckers need to go home. Man, damn. I should have went to the damn light. This person finna do. Oh, these motherfuckers need to go home. I ain't got no music playing. Get some music going back here while I get to my destination.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity, gossip, popular, neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world. The only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash. He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors, cause they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them.
They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets.
The whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me. How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard to believe, cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life, cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know what I'm more sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry cause they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every lips mean most. We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only
They call me offensive, controversial. It's only two genders, boys and girls.
they can't cancel my message cause I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole.
Lately, USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and salt the soldiers that we're burying. I'm tired of the pissing and complaining. Why you living in America if all you do is hate it? You think it's brave to take a stand against the nation? Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say it. Dear America, what happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing, it's arrogance. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage. I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. If you don't like it, leave, we will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom of speech, we protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me.
In America, the freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the
really know what the hell happened to the patriots. Lately this nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this? Ungratefulness, United States gave everything to you just to help. I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties? I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system. I don't need your pronouns, all I see is men and women. Kids are taking pills for fun while people can't afford prescriptions. If you don't like it, go. Hate it, then don't call it home. We don't need no violence, got no time for all you radicals. Screw your status quo, we're not animals. I won't kneel for the anthem, cause the flag is what I'm standing for.
All right. Well, turn this way here.
Get my good side.
Oh, you got a bad one?
What else do you have?
Well, it's Friday, man. It's another Freedom Friday here, man. Thanks for the freedom. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Thank you for your service, man. That's why I do this on Fridays, to enjoy these freedoms that men and women have went and fought and sacrificed and given their lives for this freedom that's constantly under attack. So what a great day it is always a great day to be an American, you know, and in honor of those who have went out there and sacrificed for these freedoms that we have. That's why I'm gonna come out here and just have a conversation with, this is one of my neighbors here, and just gonna have a conversation about things going on in the country. He has his opinions, I have my opinions. As you can see, we're not the same race, we're the same gender, but none of that matters, man. I'm really trying to show that it's not as much of a divide as they're trying to portray. So it's a great day to be in America. So what's going on, man? Just say something for me, man, because I'm at a loss of words. I don't know where to begin. You just start and I'll go with you.
How about the election?
Oh, God. Oh,
See,
God.
I've already lit the fire.
You did, because, man, I'm trying to get it to where we both in here. Okay, I think that'll do. What?
You said you're a Trump supporter.
I am definitely a Trump supporter.
But how many times have they been on TV and fact-checked him where it is an absolute lie?
But here's the problem. What if the fact checkers are lying? That's the big
Well,
question.
here's my point. Okay? It's been more than one fact-checker.
Okay.
All right. It'd be like, okay, somebody says, suppose I say, hey, I'm Jesus Christ. And Pope says, no, you're not Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody else says, hey, I'm looking at this. There ain't no way you could be Jesus Christ. 5 more people check it and say, guess what? You ain't Jesus Christ. So where does it end? When is it a valid statement?
That's understandable. It's a valid statement if it was a valid statement from the beginning. Now, saying you're Jesus Christ is,
I'm just using that as
I mean, yeah, which it's hard to fight against that one. But the thing I'm having is, there's been stuff made up and it's proven, like this dossier that Hillary Clinton paid for. It's been proven that the British spy, it's if the story was built on a lie, how much of it can you believe? If the root of it was a lie, it's like what they call fruit of the poisonous tree. Even if there was some moniker of fact to it, just because it started with a lie.
every lie has a seed of truth.
To a degree. No, but
you have to. It has to be able to be credible.
and what if this is incredible? Because I've been watching what they've been doing to Trump, and I knew our government was bad. I mean, I knew they were bad. I knew they were real bad. I just didn't know they were
Well,
this
guess
bad.
what? You and probably 70% of the people out there that are watching your video right now, it's not a shocking fact that the government's corrupt and bad. In fact, I think last time I saw something, when they did one of the polls, And there's a movie out now, it's called Civil War.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's enough people out there to believe there ain't no way to correct this present situation. And the only thing to do is tear up the paper and start over again.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the powers that be, their ass fits in that chair and it's grown really comfortable. Japan's going through the same thing. Japan's government, you've got all the old farts there who they don't want to give way to the next. And this is what they even had that. I told you about that. I watched PBS News.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And they don't want to give way to the new generation. And we discussed this before. How is it that at 18 years of age, I can go and fight for this country, but I have to wait till I'm 35 before I can run for government office? I'm old enough to die, but I'm not old enough to be president. And then we can get into the popular vote versus the electoral college.
Yeah.
And I even heard on, like I said, my PBS thing, let's say since we're in the state of Texas, everybody in Texas maybe goes with Kamala Harris, okay? That's the popular vote.
Yeah.
But do you know that your electoral, I forget what they call them, representative, can say pretty much, F you everybody, I'm casting my votes for Trump.
Yeah. They can.
How is that?
But see, that will be committing political suicide. I don't know because it's happened in California.
Yes.
Because several times. California had, I believe, Proposition 8 some years back, and the people passed it. And the courts overruled it. I mean, the courts overruled 50% of the people's vote. So it's happened before. But that should be committing political suicide. They're supposed to be a representative of you, not of themselves. They're supposed to be a representative.
Right. Guess what? The only thing they're representing is that manila envelope with all those dead presidents in there.
And that's where the problem is with we the people. When they start putting that manila envelope ahead of your vote, they should be recalled immediately.
And who's going to do that?
It's up to the people. But the people are not doing it. They're supposed to do it. They should do it, but they don't. People just sit back and complain and bitch, but they're not going to do nothing. That's what I've noticed. What's wrong with America is the American people.
They call it apathy.
Well, whatever it's called, back in the days, a politician would never have got away with this. Never.
Well, imagine, and we go back to this, okay? Go back to what Clinton did, okay? And he had to get rid of it. They got rid of Clinton.
Uh-huh.
Go back to Nixon, what he did, okay? How is it Trump became president and wasn't impeached?
He was impeached, which, if I must say again, I my personal belief, I'm a Trump, like most Trump supporters.
Well, wait. Stop. Now, this is a fact. There's enough people to Stormy Daniels instead.
Okay.
All right.
We're two consenting adults.
No, here's the point I'm making. I'm not worried about the two consenting adults. I'm worried that he boldface lied. The check was there, okay, with his signature on it.
Mm-hmm.
He had the front man. That was all back checked by I don't know how many people, okay? To have a president who's supposed to be the example of integrity, boldface lie to the people he's supposed to represent, tells me I don't want him there.
Okay. But here's the thing with that. That could be true.
No, it's not. There's no could.
Okay.
If I hold up the check, and even Stormy Daniels and a number of those people, this happened. There's no could be true. It is true.
Now I'm gonna ask. Do you think Kamala Harris or Joe Biden are not liars?
Everybody lies.
Okay. So
But what I'm saying is, there's a degree to it. Okay. No. And I just watched this with, I think it was Johnny Bench. He was going to go into the Hall of Fame with the baseball players or whatever, but he was kicked out for betting on sports. He denied, and then he finally caught him. And guess what? On his last interview, he says, guess what? I should have came clean from the very beginning. Okay? Because everybody except you, it's called self-denial. They've had the stuff with Trump the same way. Okay, he says, we're doing this or that, and people are back checked. His latest one is with, I believe, down in Florida, with the FEMA, that they're not, whatever, giving them enough benefits or they're running short or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I've seen interview after interview with the FEMA people, and even the, senator of Florida or whatever, he said, they're helping us all they can. Nah. They're talking to the senator.
Those are private entities helping.
No,
FEMA.
No, let me go. Okay. Trump's claim is that they weren't giving them enough money. They go to the senator, and the senator says, yes, they are giving me enough money. So who's correct? Trump or the senator? Now, if you say the senator's lying, somebody got to be paying them, right? Okay, but nobody's paying him, and the senator's happy. And he's elected a representative of Florida.
Okay.
Okay, so who in that statement is lying? It's just like I also watched, and they asked, what's this, Trump's vice presidential candidate? And I also watched Trump. If you lose this upcoming election, will you admit your loss? Neither him or his running mate ever answered. Yeah.
Because the last election was stolen.
Okay.
I mean, look, I can understand everybody has their opinions, their views, and mine is there's too many strange things that happened this last election that if an election is fair, it's fair, and if an election is fair,
wait, stop there. Who's going to designate whether an election's fair?
the people.
Okay, so
The
how
people
are you going to guarantee that?
There's really no way to guarantee it, but I'll say this: you start making it look really suspicious when you start kicking out poll watchers. You start making it look real suspicious that, hey, Trump was winning, and then y'all shut everything down, and then suddenly when y'all opened everything back up, now he's losing.
Do you believe this is the first suspicious election?
Absolutely not.
Okay, but when has it been the last time with the loser president? And I believe it happened with the, trying to remember, who was running against Hillary Clinton? Dole, down in Florida or whatever. Same kind of thing with the hanging chads.
Wait a minute, who ran against yeah, I think it was Dole, Bob Dole.
Okay. He was winning, and then all of a sudden there was some sort of bullshit, and then there was the hanging chads on little paper ballots or whatever it was. And he finally said, guess what? I won it.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to have some criteria to make the statement, just because I lost, the election was illegal, fixed, whatever. Okay. Just like I was amazed, even though in an example I gave you previously, everybody in Texas votes for Biden or Kamala, and my elected electoral representative says, yep, I'm voting for Trump. And there ain't a friggin' thing you can do about it. Okay, so now unless you want to go back, tear up the Constitution, and we can even get into a bigger discussion on immunity, because that was one of the founding values that this country was founded on. They had an expert on that. That's why we came over here, because I'm the King of England. I can do anything I want. Okay, I have immunity, And when this country was founded, nobody had immunity. Nobody. In fact, I believe the French or the English called George Washington King George. And they couldn't believe that when he was fighting for independence, that if he won, that he was going to give up his seat after 4 years. Because, hey, it's pretty good to be king. Okay. But guess what? According to our deal, and I don't know where the hell all this immunity crap came from, because I think even Dallas, on their most recent election, when they was trying to slide something on their city ballots, they wanted to have the city government have immunity. And you can imagine what the hell you could do in Dallas if immunity is provided. Because, hey,
But see, a lot of our government already has immunity.
well, who gave it to them?
I don't think we did. I think
Well,
only a
guess what?
fool would
It
do
was probably on the ballot, just like what you're talking about. There's plenty of apathy out there. I'm not going to show up and vote. I'm not going to do this. So I get a little control group. This is what I might agree with you on the election. In this situation, the election's fixed. What percentage of people do you think vote presidential?
Oh, presidential, higher than local folks, that's for sure. And I think that's probably still only, I don't even think it's 70. Now, you might get, I think.
Last time I heard, in the whole United States, the population of eligible voters, 10%.
I'm not surprised. But I
That's how
think,
discouraged they are with the elections. Now, my father used to have a saying, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
yeah,
Now, there's 90% that's out there, and they're all enraged. They're all bitching about this, that, and the other thing.
aren't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, they need to get off their ass and do something.
Well, that's,
Now, see, here you go. See, you're already with the apathy. Well, guess what? The government loves that.
I know they do.
Okay.
I know they do.
I mean, look at what happened. One of my favorite things, and this is going to be your deal, Jeffrey Epstein. What happened to him?
He committed suicide.
Yeah, okay. Now, is anybody investigating that stuff?
No, of course not. They don't know.
He's in a high security prison. They got all sorts of TV cameras on him. Oh, the night before he supposedly hangs himself,
Yeah,
his cellmate is removed,
yeah.
and shit.
All right.
Wow. But all of a sudden, his cellmate is removed. Then they have the family has to fight like hell to get a body to do an autopsy. And even the doctor says, it looks like somebody strangled him. Okay, but guess what? Anybody else investigating it saying, hey, how the hell did this happen? No. Another example. The door blowout with Boeing. Okay? The Boeing whistleblower.
Yeah.
He's going to testify. He goes to his attorney, and he's in his attorney's parking lot and shoots himself? Really? Anybody investigating that?
No.
No.
There's a lot of stuff that needs to be
People are so
investigated.
apathetic.
The people are too busy with stuff that don't matter. Because I've always told people, anything that you might think is more important than politics, politics run it, and I'll prove it. Politics shut down your religion during COVID. So you can't say that religion is bigger than politics, because politicians shut down your religion during COVID. You can say your family, politician.
If there's one thing I can tell your viewers, I know you can't change the federal whatever, but pay attention to your local politics.
That's where it
Because
starts.
that directly affects you.
I agree.
You think you can go to Washington and do all this, and Trump, whatever you want, like you're saying, whatever, that didn't change anything. In fact, in most instances, it gives them a right. In some instances, they've even had where they plant people in to agitate the crowds so that the Army, the National Guard, or whatever, can justify shooting people and doing what they do.
Yeah.
That's why I would speak. Your local politics is the most important thing to keep your eye on. Then if you want to, you can start thinking about state and federal, but I would almost always local politics.
Low, like you said, 10% people, only 10% of people vote, which means only about 10% probably know who their local representative is, who their mayor is. Most people don't know this stuff. Like it's sad, and I'm hoping one day people will, because
in other countries, people fight for the right to vote, but in this country, 90% of the people don't give a shit.
Yeah. They wish they had the right to vote.
I mean, you look at some of the stuff that they just had on PBS News the other night. This poor girl activist went back to Russia. You can imagine trying to protest for democracy in Russia, and she died in prison. Okay. Or like that one guy that was poisoned twice by the Russians.
Yeah.
Made it out of the United States, then has the balls to go back into Russia.
With a fool.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have some pretty big balls to do that.
I don't think he made it out.
I don't think he did either. In fact, I'll bet you the KGB was waiting at the gate at the plane. Hey, welcome back. We got your cell all reserved for you. I mean,
people don't understand that.
My thing is, if you don't vote, I don't want to hear what you have to say.
I feel the same way, but see, you're nicer than me. I'm saying if you don't vote, shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say, because they're taking a poll and asking, what do you think? You don't give an answer, but then you want to complain about everything. Just be quiet. I don't want to hear it. If you don't get out there and make your voice be heard, I don't want to hear your voice after the fact.
That's called Monday morning quarterbacking.
Yeah, when you had an opportunity to be in the game.
And I'll guarantee after this election, you're going to have plenty of Monday morning quarterbacking. Now, since we're talking realistic, and from what I understand, this current election is going to cost just the election $10.2 billion. I don't know too many people are going to give you $10.2 billion without a strings attached.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so this idea of free election, 10.2 to me don't sound like it's free.
Oh, no.
I mean,
And that's just what it's costing. I don't think that's counting that.
no, that's not counting your like Kamala Harris's
Yeah.
campaign fund
Yeah, the
and
campaign.
Donald Trump's campaign fund, but it's just supposedly the total cost of this election, $10.2 billion. It's supposed to be the most expensive election yet in the United States, yet we don't have enough money to take care of the homeless, the hungry, and the mentally ill, but we got $10.2 billion to piss away on TV spots and election bullshit.
Yeah.
Not to mention what we're giving to the Israelis and all these other countries.
And most Americans agree with that. But see, that's why government keep us divided, because most Americans agree with they're tired of sending money overseas and we can't even take care of home. Most Americans agree with that. But see, they keep us divided because they know if we come together, they're done.
Well, united you stand, divided you fall.
Yeah. So they keep us
The other
divided.
thing, and I'm going to tell you this, and as a Trump supporter, if you like it, I believe that. I believe in the wall. It worked great for the Russians.
Yeah.
Worked great for the Chinese.
The Vatican, anywhere.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
The Pope was talking about, well, you should treat the immigrants this way, that way, and blah, blah, blah. Ask the Pope how many immigrants he's taking.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, how many has he? How many people have he allowed over that 17-foot wall?
Yeah.
Or is it 30?
I don't know what it is.
But it's a tall wall. I don't see them letting nobody in there.
Yeah, here, you ought to do this and that for those immigrants and da. Hey, Mr. Pope, what are have you done with the immigrants? How many immigrants have you let into the bag?
It reminds me of Martha's Vineyard. They are so big on letting immigrants in, but when they started taking people to Martha's Vineyard, man, they got them out of there in less than 24 hours.
Well, it's different when it's in my neighborhood.
But, hey, I don't know what's going to happen with this country, man. I really don't.
Oh, I think America's days in the sun are over. You know what the prediction for the new world power, the next country that's going to be the next world power?
I think it's going to be China.
What?
China?
No, India.
Well, with China having the second largest economy and the second largest military.
Yeah, but who has the biggest population?
Okay, that would be India. Well, you see a lot of interesting things sitting here, huh?
Yeah. I'll tell you, but it's Friday night. What can you say? It's almost like Saturday Night Live, only this is Friday night.
Really?
This is you get to see some of the finest Texas drivers there ever are.
Probably, huh? Probably think, man, yeah, this might be pretty interesting. But man, my battery's at 24. I just be liking to get out. I really be trying to get a feel on America. So I have to ask. So you're definitely not a Trump supporter. So you're probably a Kamala supporter.
What?
You're probably a Kamala supporter.
I'm not really in neither supporter.
Well, okay.
I think that here's my view on it. Trump won't take any advice. Trump will give advice. Kamala will at least take some advice from her advisors. Okay? I would rather have that. I've seen too many people when Trump was president. I forget that one general or some shit said he was the reason he retired. He said he comes in the room, and as a president, you can't be a specialist on everything. So, hey, Mr. General, what do you think of this? Secretary of State, blah, 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 blah. You're supposed to take some input, and then you decide.
Yeah.
Trump walks in the room and says, this is what we're going to do. I don't want somebody like that. You can't be an expert on everything.
I can understand that. But in the same sense, I do. I believe. Because see, the reason why I like Trump, to me, Trump is like me, and I do believe you should listen to your advisors. But at the end of the day, I make the final decision.
Yeah.
So if the advisor comes in and I think that's a stupid idea, I'm going to tell you I think it's a stupid idea.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. No. But there's the other thing, too, that comes in with your responsibility. I'm your general. I told you, so you basically tell me, hey, I'm full of shit. Okay? Okay. So you do what you want, and it doesn't work out. Well, it's my general's fault. No, it's not. Okay? Even, I forgot which president said, and had it on his desk for a while, the buck stops here.
Probably was Reagan.
It was somebody, it was like back Eisenhower or something. But he had the buck stops here. In fact, if you see, and I think this, I watched a real documentary on Oppenheimer. Not the movie. I haven't seen the movie yet. But after he invented the bomb and they bombed both cities in Japan, and he was lamenting how this is really what amazed me. He helped create his nightmare, and the United States improved on it. And he was there crying about how bad, how devastating it was.
Uh-huh.
And the president said, I don't understand why he's crying, because I'm the one who gave the order to use it.
Uh-huh.
And he said, so he's not responsible for the cities that got bombed. That was my call.
Okay.
And he took full responsibility for that. We done now?
No. I was, there's a buddy of mine I usually be talking to in here. But, no, you can kind of carry on while I do this. I don't have too much longer because my battery's gonna be.
Like I said, when you're at the top, don't try to say that you're not responsible. I mean, like I go back with some other Trump supporters. I don't know how many people have fact checked them, and it's basically it doesn't work out.
All right.
In fact, a lot of people just show apathy. And this amazed me also. This happened probably, I'm going to say, earlier this year. Two guys came forward. One was a colonel, I think. One was somebody. And these weren't tinfoil wearing idiots. They said, we have alien technology at Area 51. And right after those words were said, I think it was Cheney's daughter or something was sitting on a committee. As soon as those words were said, we're going to have a closed door meeting on this. And nobody knows anymore what the hell was ever said or done about that. It just vanished off the screen. And like you said, there are plenty of secrets in the government. A lot of these closed door meetings. Now, how does that work out in a democracy? Having closed door meetings.
That bothers me too.
Yeah.
That really does. I don't think anything that is our tax dollars are being used for should be hidden from us. Like I don't think there's a legitimate reason because
You just hit on another one of my favorites. Social Security. Social Security is going to go broke. How does that happen?
because Social Security was doing fine, just like the post office. Both of those entities were doing fine until the Fed started messing with it. You know, Social Security was doing fine until they started pulling money out of Social
They're
Security.
putting in IOUs.
Yeah. And
Now, when you have an IOU and you loan money out, there's supposed to be interest on it. So how can we have run out of money with, what was the interest rate we were on it? For instance, in my case, it's around 69 or whatever, and well, let's subtract 18 from that. So my money's been sitting in there, and it should have been drawing interest.
yeah.
Now that I'm drawing it out, I should have buku money because it's been in there for, let's see, that'd be at least 50 years. Compound interest.
Yeah.
So there should be no way I should be out of money.
Yeah.
50 years of compound interest. But guess what? Oh, Social Security's on its last legs. Maybe the government borrowed too much and put too many IOUs in there. That's why we're going to run out.
I mean, I look at it that if we all ran our lives like the government, that when my credit card is maxed out,
Yeah.
I can just call and say, hey, man, increase my limit. You know, like,
Like one of these economists said, he said, that must be great to be when you run short on money. You just call up the treasury and say, hey, print me some more. He said, no economy runs like that.
Yeah.
And when's the last time the budget was balanced?
and that's what gets me. That's what we send these people to office to do. And we haven't had a balanced budget, and I don't even know, man. I don't know. I mean, here I am in my 40s, and I mean, I don't know when we've had a balanced budget or not been in debt more than, because even if we had a balanced budget,
You know when it really started to go bad?
I would think under probably Clinton.
Nixon.
Oh, so way before, okay, even
Well,
before.
here's the reason. I'm 69, my memory may not be correct. It was to pay for the Vietnam War. Because when it started, we were still under the gold standard.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? We couldn't pay it. We didn't have enough gold to pay for Vietnam. So, Nixon, somehow, some way, the dollar was not attached to the gold standard. So now, and shocking to your viewers, the only thing that makes your dollar worth a dollar is your faith. Because otherwise, it's just a piece of paper.
Oh, yeah.
You used to be able supposedly to go down and get a dollar, and even, I think, shortly after the Civil War or something, and even up to the 50s, they used to have silver certificates where you could go down to the bank, and they would actually, I'm sure it wouldn't like be right away, but if you wanted, let's say, $12 worth of silver, come back next week and we'd give you $12 worth of silver. But what I understand, Nixon somehow come up with a way to get away from the gold standard. That makes the dollar worth whatever the hell they want to call it. It's just nobody in the United States can run the economy the way the government runs the economy. No business does it that way.
No.
I mean, here, balance your budget, save, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? I'm the government. Do what I say, not what I do.
And what bothers me the most is too many people around my generation don't care because they feel like it's not their money. When it's an idiotic thing because it's absolutely your
Just brought
money.
up another really good subject. In Japan, like I was saying, with the old, the young,
Mm-hmm.
the young are telling the old in Japan, you got to climate change, all this stuff, you got to do all this stuff. And the older, and the old generation there saying, guess what? F you. I'm near the end. You guys should have thought about this a long time ago. F you. So I got 10 years left. Have a nice world.
Well, it was nice talking to you, man. Gotta get over here, and if I ever see you around on a Friday or something, because I try to do this every Friday.
Well, that's nice.
So,
I think you do something to do.
yeah, but I gotta get back in.
But see, that's the big thing, like you said. The trend is going so far, and people are so apathetic. Can't. And I listened to this one guy and said, because he's heard this shit too.
Mm-hmm.
But just like I told you, for instance, how many people, and I think I went to City Hall here, and asked him about some sort of thing, and he said, we had a meeting, I can't remember what the hell it was for, but he says, nobody showed up. Because it was so, damn, I can't remember what the hell it was. But he said, we had a meeting here, and nobody showed up.
And it was here in Haltom City?
Yeah. How many people do you think even attend City Hall meetings here?
You know what? I figured, I knew it would be a small percentage. It probably goes back to that 10%. It probably goes back to that 10%.
So I was going to fight a speeding ticket
Mm-hmm.
because it was a speed trap.
Uh-huh.
And the ticket, and they know, this is why I say, they probably know this. The ticket's around $100.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm going to go down there and fight it. Okay, first of all, you got to schedule $50 for a quarter here.
Wow.
Now comes the other one. Now
Uh-huh.
you got to schedule another. Now you got to pay another $50 for them to get your driving records from Austin to here.
Uh-huh.
Then you got to talk to the magistrate. So I said, when's the magistrate come in? Well, he comes in around 9-ish. How many cases does he hear in an hour? 4 maybe. Then he goes to lunch at around 11-ish, and he comes back 1-ish. So you're already a day out of work.
Mm-hmm.
You already spent $100 and some. And how the hell it costs $50 to get your records from Austin to here?
When in this digital age.
Yeah. So what are they trying to tell you?
Just pay the ticket.
Yeah.
But see, that's all right. But it's good to know that because I want to start going to these type of events, because
Hey, Jacob, you want to learn something a lot?
mm-hmm.
We've heard of Ralph Nader, right?
That name rings a
He was
bell.
the guy behind Corvair. Corvair was an unsafe vehicle.
Okay.
And you talk about fighting the big boys. He was an attorney. And it's just like the other thing I told you before. That Boeing whistleblower,
Uh-huh.
to the best of my knowledge, I haven't heard any more shit on the news about it. Now, wouldn't it be kind of suspicious that this guy drives to his attorney's office and in the parking lot decides to shoot himself?
Oh yeah. Something don't add up.
And it's the same with that Jeffrey Epstein. In fact, I watched a movie that was done by the British.
Uh-huh.
It was kind of along the same lines. So this attorney, he believes in the system. He says, I don't care what you guys think. He's still entitled to a trial, and I will represent him. So this guy stands up at the point where this attorney's when he's getting ready to go to court, and he tells me, he says, hey, bud, you don't need to show up in court. And he says, well, I got to defend him. He says, you don't need to show up in court.
Mm-hmm.
He says, you show up in court, you will never work as an attorney again. At the end of the movie, guess what? They show him with the guy in the cloakroom, suspected terrorist, somebody walks up right behind him, crushes his neck, his windpipe, and they take a towel and they tie it around his neck here and hang it up. Because they said, you're not only going to be an attorney, we know where you live, we know where your wife lives, we know all your relatives.
It's crazy. I gotta go though, but it's crazy.
How much of a budget is under what they call black ops?
We would never know.
Oh no, there's one place started investigating, all these different agencies. They stopped at around 300.
What, million? What?
300 agencies.
Oh.
Special units, and blah, blah, blah. You're an elite squad of blah, blah, blah. There's people, have you ever heard of HARP?
Yeah.
It's all those antennas in Alaska.
Uh-huh.
They're supposed to be experimenting with weather. That's one of the theories. Nobody knows what the hell they're doing. Same way with Area 50. Hey, how long has the Skylab been up there?
You don't.
20-some years, right?
Yeah.
What have they done for 20 years up there?
We'll never know.
But you paid for it. You and I paid for it.
And still paying for it.
Yeah, still paying for it.
All right, I gotta go though. It's nice talking to you though. You too. All right, so let me go ahead and end this. So, just was talking to a neighbor, you know, trying to get some insight on what people were thinking. But that was about a 30-minute thing, and it's time for me to call it a night. If my battery wasn't dying, probably would have stayed a little longer. But gonna call that a night.